Hey guys, welcome to Rich's Mowers and Blowers. What do we got? What are we looking at? We're gonna put some lights on it. So let's assess the situation, what we got here. So these are the old ones. It's coming up there. Where that end of that thing is, I have no idea. Alright, so what we're looking at is these wires are ran through these tubes on each side. Tubes are coming over here. Let's see if we can get a closer look under here. So this is running through this angle iron, going up to this light, this little side marker. Now it switches from the bottom to the top, coming up here, and it's going right there to this side marker, coming down there, hooking on that. I don't know if these even work because there's nothing to indicate that they did. So, and then this is going the top rail to the lights. There we go. And this is what these lights are looking like. So what happens is people back into stuff and misjudge the trailer, and they, you know, that's what they do. So it doesn't look too hard to follow the wires. Now there is another wire because of this. Look at this. This right here has, this is how they've been driving it around. It's rusted off and broken. So they just leave it like this. That's how it goes. Well, then we have the other side that is missing the whole cover and the same kind of setup. So it's going through the top, going to this side marker, going here, going down the bottom, following this right here, and it's coming out right there. So that's the situation we got going on. We're gonna put some paint on it. So I already tested it out a little bit. We're not sanding it, not doing any of that. So here's what it looks like. And we're just going to put this rust reformer on there. So if we're doing it, we might as well do that also. Now, what we have is a wire coming over to this one. There's just one wire leads over to this. I'm not an electrician, so I don't know what's going on up here. But there is one wire leading over here. So it must be spliced in somewhere. Ooh, look at that. That's not good. Alright, so now we have to figure out where this lead wire is going inside there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these lights off for one. Alright, so up underneath there, these are 7/16 to come off. That's what we got. Well, that one came right off. This one's gonna give us trouble. So let's figure that out. So it's just spinning. That's not a good plan because that wire goes right on the side of there. And this cap goes up here on the top of there to keep it from fraying like this one did. It's not very good to have them wires go right through that bare metal like that. They come out the other side. But we're going to have to find to fit down in there to hold that because it's just spinning. So we got a 7/16 down in there on the back side of that, which thank you for having that. And then we can get that right off. And it fell right off. There it goes. It's the other one. So now that should be able to come right out. Hopefully. And look it. So those wires are just jammed in there, and look, they're smashed. So we might have to find a new plan for that when we put the new ones in. Alright, so take off the 4 screws on the front there, and thought we could just easily undo the wires, but we're just going to cut them. I'll hold it, you guys cut them. Right there, grab it. Alright, good job guys, good job. You got them cut off. Discard that. Alright, so that's what we got to work with right here. This wire is going to go over to that middle light. Well, right here's the story that happened to that one. So one came off easy and one broke. But this is going to be the easy side. Just taking this off. So we're going to go ahead and cut that again. Alright, so here's what we got for our new ones. Seem to be the same colors. That's nice. So we can just follow that. The brown and green on the one side and the yellow and brown on the other side. So all we have to do is follow the wires and feed them through there. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to tape this together. We're just going to pull it and it's going to go right through. So I'll have it lined up here. As you pull that from the other side, it should go right through. And here it is. Alright, we got our first one accomplished. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to unhook these down here. So here's where we are at on our adventure, putting these trailer lights on. So I took this off. It's the old one. Here is the new one, which is nice. Seems to match up pretty well. It is a little bigger looking, but it matches up on the holes. No, it doesn't. So under inspection, this one fits on there. The new one doesn't fit on there. And then if we look really close, you can see how far that is from there and how far that is from there. So the distance, I'm going to show you. This one matches up on that side, if you can see. And this one here does not match up. So when they put these lights on, that matches up, and that matches up, but the light is crooked. See, it can go up. If it was up all the way, now it doesn't work because the holes don't line up. But when they put them on, they must have held these on there and drilled the holes in it, and they had it crooked. So that means this new one isn't working. Only one of the holes will line up because the other one doesn't. And this has a little thicker top on it, where this one's all the way flush. So holding that flush on there, the one hole will line up. That's fine. But this hole here is up higher, so it won't line up. That's my dilemma. So we are snaking it through there, up through here, and it's coming out the other side. Now this is where your other light will be hooked up, right there. And that one will fit with no problem, because there's nothing in the way and the holes were drilled straight. So all we're doing is snaking it right through like that until it comes out the other side. We will see if we can get it coming out the other side there. There it is. That's how easy it is. So you can either tape it together, pull it through, or you can just snake it through, pushing it. So I'm going to show you another way. If you don't have any pre-existing wire that goes through your trailer, this is one way that you can do it. This is called a wire fishing wire. I don't know, something like that. And just look in my description, you'll find a link to all the stuff that I'm talking about here today. So what we're going to do is feed this through the tube, and then you can hook your wire to this and then pull it back through. Alright, so we're just feeding that all the way through the tube. It'll come out the other side here. There we go. Comes right out the other side. I'm going to hook our wire to that, and then we'll pull it right through. These things are handy to have, even if you have like a going through the wall, going through drywall, you drill a hole and drop this down in there or whatever. So these are really handy. Check out my description. You'll find all the stuff. Alright, and there it is. Right there, came out. So all we had to do is just loop it around there. Well, we're getting the new trailer lights put on, and we're going to do it the right way. So these connectors were shot, so I just decided to cut them off, and we are going to solder the wires. So make sure you have your heat shrink out of the way, or it will shrink to it, because that heat will travel down. So you can solder your wires together and zip tie them up in there for your side markers. So we ran a wire over from the trailer to hook up the center lights. There's a little tube there. We shrink wrapped it and zip tied it all together. Alright, here's how the lights turned out. And we painted it up. Riches, mowers, and blowers. Psh. We'll see you next time.